Greetings, Keechlings. Keech Prime here with my live reaction of Kingdom, Chapter 875. Alright, so we got Shannon Tan riding along with, I'm not sure who that is. Josue? Kind of looks like his helmet. We'll head south and strike from behind at the enemy stopping the Kyokai army so they can make it through and come assist. Good, we're counting on you, Josue. Okay, so it was Josue after all. Alright. Let's see. Good fortune, Lieutenant. Good fortune. Josue unit, head out. Is it okay to just send one unit? The Kyokai army is great at precision strikes. They'll definitely force an opening to where Josue is. We, on the other hand, have to keep advancing through the open area while there's still no enemies after us. God, it's just amazing getting to see the Haitian army now. They aim straight for Zhao's heart in one fell swoop. Advance. After finally breaking through Roboku's defensive line, the Haitian unit now advances through open terrain to Zhao's inner lands. Enter Zhao. Hakubi? Mountain range. I kept wanting to switch the K and the B for some reason. Is it really? Or is it ready? Yeah. So who are these people? Some just randos? Hot hot. Tastes good. Tastes great. No, not enough salt. Here. And wait, what is that? What the heck is that? They don't have signal flares, do they? I don't think so. That's so it is a signal flare. Okay. Wait, when did China? I don't remember them using signal flares. That's a signal flare from Mount Koro, right? Yeah, which means they broke through the second defensive line. Okay, this is bad. We have to set off our flare and let the others know. Hurry. Okay, so this is just a remote outpost for spots. Sighting of enemies and then sending word elsewhere. If it's from Mount Koru, that means they broke straight through the center. Shit, this is really bad. Zhao, small city of Osuyu, that's it. Look, a flare. That's from Mount Hakubi. It really is. If there's a flare from Mount Hakubi, the Ken army has broken through the center and is making their way in deeper. This is kind of, what is that one scene? Was it from Lord of the Rings where they light the beacon fires across the mountains? What? Look, there's two now. Does that mean we're in danger here? No way. Ring the emergency bell. Wait, first tell the Lord that... Oh, crap. That's... cavalry? Are they Zhao? Wait, they're not. What? Enemy attack. Ring the bell. Ring it. Hurry. Clang, 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 clang. Emergency report. No, wait. That's the enemy attack bell. What? Is this a drill? So loud. Mama. Bark, bark, bark. Enemy attack. Women and children hide underground. This is not a drill. The Ken soldiers will soon be upon us. They're here? How? This is bad. Men, grab arms and come up on the wall. Shit, there's so many of them. The women and children are fleeing, and I assume the elderly are probably doing it as well. Hurry, the walls won't hold for long. What? Okay. Karuten, is it okay for us to be this close to an enemy city? They're really worked up in there. It's fine. According to headquarters, this is just a small city. They won't come out and attack us. Yeah, they're gonna do siege warfare. There ain't no way. Plus, the way that they're panicking, they sure as hell don't have any real offensive force. They only have enough manpower to defend themselves anyway, and since they've had sent out most of their men out to fight already, they should have next to nothing left to attack us with. Karutin, there's a messenger from Setsuko. Report. There's a largish city, okay, ahead to the left, but no signs of an army there. And further ahead, there's a large wooded area. We're searching for enemies there, but likewise, it appears empty. Huh. Just basically almost abandoning a city like that with no defenses? And then having a perfect ambush opportunity also being left seemingly undone is weird. Karyutin, this is just as we thought in this war. Ken sent all of its forces. But Zhao has used up every soldier they have too. Raboku bet everything on his primary and secondary defense lines, so there's nothing left inside. So that's how we're able to break through, huh? Of course, we still have to avoid the larger cities while we advance. The most dangerous one is deeper on the right. Buyan. Raboku set himself up as lord there. Raboku's city. Yeah, but it's deep, deep beyond those plains and mountains. And moreover, Bunyan is particulars should have given Raboku all of its manpower for the war. In other words, right now yes, they're heading for Bunyan. Oi, Karyutin, I got that we're riding momentum here, but if we keep going like this, we'll get separated from our troops at the back. And our main force is our infantry. Garo, I know that. The cavalry have to scout ahead for enemies to ensure that the infantry can advance unharmed. But now we know that there aren't any. So like Garo said, we should slow down a bit and rejoin the infantry. Shin, sure, do that. I'm gonna go ahead a bit. Shin? I can't help it. It's the plains of battle. Wait a minute. Oh, for a minute I was like, wait, what is this on his back? It is a freaking glaive handle. I don't get to see the other end of the glaive helmet. No. I mean, it's obvious. We're the first ones to ever set foot this deep in these lands. He wants to tell stories. Ha! I stepped on that patch of dirt. Well, guess what? My lieutenant stepped on that patch of dirt. Yeah, that's true, but I'll go a bit further too. You two. The Haishin unit broke through the defensive lines, so now we're at HQ. But which one? Yes, we heard from our scouts at the southern battlefield. We're looking into it, and it's true. They broke through? So where are they? It seems there aren't details yet, but the Zhao army is engaged with the Kyokai army and Gakuka, and thus can't chase after them. The Haishin unit is advancing deeper and deeper into Zhao lands. They've pushed so far, they've even shaken off their allies. Roku Omi-sama? Oh, so that's Roku. I swear I didn't recognize him without his helmet. That man might as well have been born with that helmet on. That brat. So, a little pride kind of rose up in that surprised face, huh? You really outshone us this time, huh? So now the morning rays have appeared, and it's... Okay, so the infantry is passing. Is it that same... yeah, I think it is. Okay, so we got the Haishin... No, it might be a different city then. I'm not sure. I don't know exactly how far ahead the cavalry is opposed to the infantry, but also how quickly the infantry is even moving, because, it was still daylight when they passed that one city. So unless there's multiple cities along the way, which is highly possible, but also it looked like they were going from the other side of the city, so it seems likely that that was a different one. Oh, what is happening? Why is N and 10 freaking out? So, wait, what? Look, up there, cavalry. Shin's group stopped moving. Okay, so the infantry is actually within eye line. I don't know if that's been the case the whole time. Enemies, they finally appeared in formation, huh? Advance! Everyone, follow Commander Shujin. Yeah, our Zoro. Let's see here. Everyone in front of the commander. Form a vanguard. I love that Kanto's actually taking some level of command. I forget. He's what? 100-man commander now? Um, uh, Hiei-san. Or Bihei-san. Why did I say Hiei? Like, this ain't Yu Yu Hakusho. Just picturing him with that freaking spiky ass hair, and he's got the sword, and it's like, I have the black dragon fire. And then he still got the buck teeth. Um, oh, that looks like a larger city. Wait, oh my god. Is this Roboku City? Is this Buan? A city? It's huge. It's unbelievably huge. Seriously, that's what she said. What is that, Shen? Ah. What? They've made it all the way to the capital. It's Kantan, the capital. At long last, they've made it to the royal capital. Eh? Eh? But that's Zhao's capital? Is this place... Is this real, Shen? Yeah, we did it. We made it. We're here. Haishin unit. Oh! Okay. So overall, this progressed way quicker than I thought. I mean, I know they weren't having any resistance, so obviously them being able to keep their momentum without having a bunch of needless battles, because they were fighting mostly empty cities. Like, basically skeleton armies protecting various cities along the way. They weren't going to come out and fight, so no battles really were having to be waged. It wasn't an active siege warfare. Their main going is to Kantan, and they made it. In about a day's trip, technically, from when they first set out. So, interesting. They had some real good pace. Especially considering that the infantry is here as well. But yeah, it's like... But it's only the Haishin unit there right now. So I'm actually wondering... with the Gakuka and Kyokai armies, are they going to be able to join? Because, like, they're going to need as much force because, you know, the King, what was his name? King Sen, right? Yeah, he wanted to, like, keep his, like, personal army, which I think rounded out to around 100,000, which is a bit bigger than what the Haishin unit has. So, especially this part of it, because, you know, the Yoku detachment is still way back on the main battlefield. So unless he starts showing up and go, yo, you know, I don't know what reinforcements they're actually going to get. Because, I mean, the defense maneuvers that Roboku hasn't put in place is really stalling things. So this very well might be the main attack force against Kantan, which I can only hope that Roboku actually was able to shift more resources away from it. Because, I mean, we know that he has a bit of a secret hatred against the new king. He wasn't a fan of his father either, but the son is far worse than the father. That apple fell from the rotten tree, and turns out it had so much arsenic in it. Or is it cyanide that's in apple seeds? I think it's cyanide, actually, yeah. But yeah, Just picture that apple looking like the one from Sleeping Beauty, like that one, or was it? No, no, it wasn't Sleeping Beauty. It was Snow White. Snow White. I'm getting my princesses mixed up now. Um, but yeah, loving that the High Shin unit is the first one on the scene. A big battle awaits. I'm actually wondering if they're going to wait to see, because we know that like a lot of the neighboring like outposts and everything have all been warned. I'm wondering if Kantan is aware. Is this going to be somewhat of a sneak attack? If they have limited forces, then that means that this could go really well for them, at least at the start. We're about to see some siege warfare, but sadly no siege towers, so time to get out your saws and rope, men, because we're making some ladders. But anyway, I also love the Roku Omi bit where he essentially is praising Shin because Shin's done something that nobody has ever done, and that was get his military force into such a deep position in this opposing country. So that is awesome. Anyway, let me know your own thoughts and opinions on this chapter. Anything I missed, misunderstood, please let me know down below. Links down below for all my socials. And as always, later days. Until next time, Keechlings. Bye-bye.